Hello YouTube. We're gonna go down to the stables where the donkeys live, where the goats used to live. This is probably gonna be the last video that I film out here at the Rajeshwari ashram. It is Wednesday and I'm moving out on Saturday. And I'm glad I'm taking a walk out here because there are some things I need to attend to. And we're going to talk about karma. People want to talk about my health. People want to have opinions about my health and why a spiritual person like myself is so sick. Like, why is a spiritual person like myself so sick? Someone like me should be, vibrantly healthy and alive. Wind blew the gate kind of closed. Oh, the donkeys are back. The donkeys are back in the stables. But why is a person like me, a spiritual person like me, third eye awake, so sick? Shouldn't I be vibrantly healthy and blah blah blah? It's karma, isn't it? Some sort of karmic thing. There they are in their stables. It's a little bit warm today. It is also full of manure, so I will let the donkeys stay in their stables, keep the dog out of the manure. And first of all, when we talk about karma, it is none of your damn business anything about my karma. It is none of anyone's business about my karma or anyone's karma. How can you possibly know? Second of all, people have no idea, especially people in the West, have such a terrible, false understanding of what karma even means, that the word karma and the concept has been so massively abused and misunderstood in the West that it has been Christianized in many ways, that it has been given this interpretation that is very much like there's some sort of Christian type deity or judgment happening, and that is how karma happens, that some sort of force is making some sort of judgment of good and evil, that there's this binary good and evil happening, or that there's some sort of that there's some sort of transaction happening, that you put good points into the cosmic vending machine and good things come out, but if you put bad points into the cosmic vending machine, bad things come out. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous, and these ideas are completely foreign to Hinduism and Eastern religions. And my guru, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, just the other day in his satsang was talking about karma and some other things, and he said very specifically, karma is not what you have committed or omitted. It is a blind spot. It is a blind spot, which I think is very, very accurate. That it is something in our lives that we simply haven't resolved yet. It is something in our lives that we have not handled. It is something in our lives that we have not given, proper attention or handling to. And, not just in our lives, But in our families, in our societies, here I am. We just, we can walk down to the river, maybe, but here I am dealing with this problem. Oh, the donkeys are curious. I'm dealing with this problem, so many health problems from the contaminated water out here. And, that the contaminated water out here is, it's a karma. Certainly. It's a huge karma. It is a huge blind spot. And it is a huge karmic thing on, many, many levels. Let me take you to the river down here. Let's see. It's a little overgrown. Can we get a good view of the river? It's been a little muddy. Well, the river is back there, but the river flows through cattle ranches. The river is full of agricultural runoff from the cattle ranches, which is cow shit. Cow shit is full of parasites. The 3 parasites that they found in me come from cattle manure. That is, agricultural runoff polluting the rivers is a, huge blind spot in, the industry, in the, beef and dairy industry, in the, culture, in the beef and dairy eating culture, and it's a huge blind spot, in our society. The fact that the well water here draws from the river and is not being properly filtered is a huge blind spot of, the property here. The fact that I was using it and bathing in it without having it adequately filtered is, a huge blind spot on my part. So, we're talking about multiple blind spots on multiple levels for, a lot of people. But ultimately, it's like my body, my problem, my sickness, my responsibility. I have to step up and take responsibility, not just for my personal actions, but for anything and everything happening in my life. So yes, even though this is, a huge karmic problem for our society and for, the earth and the environment and, for the land and everything, it's also my personal responsibility to take care of my health. So, yeah, I need to, my dog has hay fever and he's sneezing. Poor boy. That is just one small example, and there's so much more going on. I know with the ongoing issues I have from COVID, the long COVID issues, I am very aware of how that is also a karmic issue, and I can see it very, very clearly that I am dealing with, karmic issues surrounding my family and my health, which I don't want to go into on a public format like this. So, yeah, I've seen a little bit of the stables. I don't think I've ever filmed any videos from this end of the property. You've got a little bit of the mountain there, a little bit of the river. The donkeys have come out of the stables following me around. The dog sneezing, having hay fever. I'll give him some Benadryl. right. Nithyanandam.